Did you read the Quran before? Have you?
No.
Can I give you one?
I don't think I would have.
Why do you think? Like, are you closed off for readings?
No.
We read so much. We read so much junk. We watch so much junk. You don't want to read something from the Creator Himself? That's okay, bro. Like, this book.
Well, to be honest, like I read as like in my literature class, it's a very beautiful book. But I just feel like I would take from someone who would like read. Like
I mean, we are here to give away the copies of the Quran. We want the people to know what the Creator wants to tell them. Well, obviously, like you said that you are an atheist. You said you're an atheist.
Yeah.
Right.
I
So
know it's a beautiful book. Like I read it in comparison to the Bible. I came from a Christian background.
okay.
It's very interesting, like how the language changes and everything.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So, what makes you become an atheist? Like, what was the thing? So, you don't believe in God.
Yeah, I don't.
So, what is your definition of God that you're denying?
That there is like some maybe it's the very like naive thinking of like the guy in the sky.
Okay, so
like,
even I don't believe in that kind of a creature.
And but
So
like,
it's-
do you
so
believe
when you
like
say-
there is like a single like a source of for us or for nature or for I don't believe in a single source of
Okay. So, how do you think that the universe came into existence?
I don't know. I feel like it's like maybe something much more connected to the like to how can I say like I'm much
created itself?
realistic.
You think
I
it
would
created
say.
itself? How do you think the universe came into existence? That the universe we live in? How do you think?
I feel it created itself.
How can
like-
something which is non-existing create itself?
But then who created God?
Well, God by definition is uncreated. That's the reason I said, even I don't believe in a God who is created. I don't believe in a God who looks like a human being. I don't
So
believe in a
what
God who
is
looks like a
God?
tree.
What is God?
That's a good question. God defines himself. That's the reason I said you read the book. God defines himself.
Okay.
One of the very exclusive definition of God is God defining himself. And he mentions in the Quran, in one of the chapters of the Quran, in Surah Al-Ikhlas. That's 112th chapter of the Quran, verses 1 to 4. God says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Say he is God, the one and only. Allahu Samad. God the absolute and eternal. What does absolute and eternal means? It means everything that begins to exist is dependent on him. And he
But
is independent
in a
of everything.
way, if we are talking like about the reality, it must have come from like somewhere.
I haven't finished the
right?
definition of God.
Okay.
So maybe that answers your question.
I'm sorry. Go
Right?
ahead. Go
That's
ahead.
okay.
Yeah.
So the third definition is God says that lam yalid wa lam yulad. That means he begets not, nor was he begotten. Walam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. There is nothing whatever like unto him. So the moment you compare or contain any mental picture of any being back of your head, that being cannot be God. So this is the definition of God. So when you say that you don't believe in God, that's the reason I asked you, what is your definition of God that you're denying?
Yeah.
Because some people, they say that human beings are God. Some people, they say the sun is God. Some people, they say the moon is God. Some people say the tree is God.
Yeah.
Even we don't believe in that kind of a God.
Oh, yeah.
So even I am denying that God.
I get it.
Right?
I don't
So
feel
God,
like all religious people think like have the same definition of
Exactly.
God. And one are much more maybe complex and sophisticated than
exactly,
others,
of the other,
right?
yeah. So God is the creator of everything. So he doesn't have to be in his creation. He's outside of that. He's a creator. And the creation is different than the creator.
But
Get what I'm
then
saying?
you are just like adding like another step to the problem, right?
Mhm.
You asked me like, do you think like the
Universe
world
came into
created itself?
Yeah.
I said, I don't know. Yes,
No, the
obviously.
answer for the definition of God I gave you because you asked me that the God who created him. I said every created thing has a creator. And then I went on to give you the definition.
the world.
Pardon me?
So God created the world.
Yeah, so every created thing, sister, I want you to understand. Every created thing, everything that's created has to have a cause. Correct? God by definition is uncreated. God by definition is uncreated. That's the reason I said that when we say that we believe in God, we don't believe in a God that looks like you and me. We don't believe in a God who looks like animals, donkeys, and dogs. We don't believe in a God who looks like his creation. We don't believe in that kind of a God. God is outside of his creation. God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Almighty God, He mentions in the Quran in Surah Al-Shura, one of the chapters of the Quran, chapter 42, verse number 11. God says, "Laisa kamislihi shay." There is nothing whatever compared to Him. So the moment you can compare anything, that being cannot be God. So there can be only three possibilities. The first thing is that the universe created itself. Okay. The second thing is the universe was always existing. And the third possibility is it was created by a being which is uncreated. So we know that the universe was not always existing. Universe began to exist, right?
Yeah.
We know that the universe began to exist. So something that begins to exist has to have a cause, correct? I say that that cause has to be an uncreated cause. Otherwise, if that cause which has created the universe is a created cause, then that created cause has to be having another created cause. And then you go in circles.
But then, like,
You understood that point?
Yeah, the God thing sounds like a rhetoric answer.
It is not. So that's the reason I said every created thing.
That there is no answer to that.
No, there is. I
No
just gave you the answer. I said every created thing has a creator, and God by definition
but
is
then
uncreated.
what about God?
That question by itself is invalid.
What is that?
It's an invalid question. To say that who created God is an invalid question. Do you know why?
Yeah, but
Let me give you an
what
example.
about God?
Let me
Just,
give you an
like,
example.
Talk to me about God.
Yeah,
then.
God by definition is uncreated, sister.
Yeah,
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. Let's say your friend, he was admitted into the hospital. His name is John. Your friend John. He was admitted into the hospital. He's about to give birth. Can you guess if the baby is a boy or a girl?
If I could guess?
Yeah.
No.
Why? Your friend John, he was admitted into the hospital. He's about to give birth to a baby. Can you guess if the baby is a boy or a girl? Guess. 50%. You're not going to lose anything. I'm not taking this coffee away from you.
No,
You know?
I don't know. Like, by logic, probably I would say, like, it has to be maybe.
What are the chances? Your friend John, he's admitted
Well,
into the
I don't know.
hospital.
50-50? I don't know.
What do you think?
I would guess maybe a male.
Emil?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the genes and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can male give birth to a baby?
Yes.
Can male
Yeah.
give birth to a baby?
A trans man.
They are trans men. That's the reason, because they cannot procreate.
But a trans man could do that.
A male giving birth to a baby, a male,
A transgender.
a male,
Yeah.
a male. I'm not talking about transgender. I'm talking about a male. A male,
Okay.
a male and a female. Can a male give birth to a baby?
Like
Biologically, what does science say?
A man, like a biological.
Can he give birth to a baby?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think so? So the question itself is invalid,
Yeah. So,
right? So in the same way, when you say that who created God, that question itself is invalid, because God by definition is uncreated.
Okay, I get it.
God by definition is uncreated.
But then not about like his creation, about like his the characteristics of God, or like
Attributes of God.
like that's not an answer that I would take. Like, you cannot ask that.
Give me a better
because
answer.
this is-
Give me a better answer.
The answer.
Give me a better
is-
definition
the
of God.
Answer, no, I don't.
That's the reason. So you're
Because-
denying something.
No, because
You're
for
denying
me,
something.
It's a creation from human.
But that's not the definition of God. That's what I'm saying. So when I asked you, you said that you don't believe in God. My next question to that was, what is that definition of God that you're denying? Let's say, let me give you an example. I say that this is not a book, but this is a pen.
I don't think God
Hold
is
on.
possible.
I said that this is not a book, but this is a pen. Okay. For me to say that this is not a book, but this is a pen, I need to know two things. I need to know what does a book look like, and I need to know how does a pen look like. So when you say that you're denying God, I'm asking you, what is your definition of God that you're denying?
I'm not denying God.
Okay, that's good. So we are making progress now.
Life.
We are making progress
in
now.
my life. No. Like,
Is there a reason?
I'm going to give you just a suggestion.
Sure.
I just feel like this conversation is very good.
Very nice.
But
Appreciate
there is
that.
like a way of like also acknowledging that the other person has a reason.
I respect that, sister. I respect that.
Like, I
100% respect that. I give you two things.
understand what you're saying, but I think you should understand what I'm saying.
She's into the
too,
conversation right now.
So that's
Appreciate
just
that.
my suggestion.
Can I
I'm not
gift
denying
you?
God to you.
Very
I'm
good. We
not
made
going
progress.
to God
She
to
said she
me.
doesn't believe in God first, and then she said that she's not denying God. That's a good thing.
No,
I'm giving you this thing
I
as a
don't
gift.
believe. Anna, don't believe in God. If you believe, it's good for
Very
you.
nice. Very nice. That's the reason I
Life
said.
is very hard for you to navigate on your own,
Very
and I
nice.
feel God is a very important tool
Is there a
for
purpose
some
to life?
person.
Is there a purpose
It's
to life?
not important for me because I navigate in different ways.
I
But
respect
I
that.
respect that.
Anna, you said Anna, right?
And
Anna, I respect
yeah,
that. I respect
and
that.
I
Okay.
want to be respected in
I
my
respect
lack
that.
of belief.
I respect that.
know?
But we cannot be closed off for everything, right? I mean, we are open for
No, but
discussions and knowledge and
I
everything.
don't think like the arguments you gave me like made me change
I
my
don't want.
mind.
We are not here to change
And
anybody.
yeah, and I am not changing yours. I just feel like
All I want is you read the Quran, reflect a little. Your Creator created you with a purpose. There has to be an objective purpose for which we are
yeah,
created,
I feel I have
right?
a purpose.
And if
yeah.
you believe in the concept of accountability, if you believe in the concept of accountability, then you know there has been so much of unjust that's happening. You know, for example, let me just give you an example of Hitler. Hitler incinerated 6 million
I believe
Jews.
in that.
Hitler incinerated 6 million Jews. He burned 6 million Jews in a gas chamber. Did he get away with that?
Yeah, I know.
Did he get away with that?
Yeah, I know.
He got away with that. So there's no justice.
Yeah, there is
So
no
the people who
justice.
died, they are wronged. There's no justice for them. Our basic inclination actually tells us that there has to be a just being who's going to bring back justice.
Yeah,
When is that going to
I
happen?
believe that we are the ones together as a community to fight.
We failed as a
for
community. If
justice.
that was the
I
case,
still believe. I still
but
have
Hitler is
hope,
dead. How are
and
you gonna?
that's my purpose.
But Hitler is dead. Are you gonna
It's
bring
not
back Hitler to
about
life?
him anymore.
Are you gonna bring Hitler back to
It's
life and give
about
him
the
punishment?
present and the future.
Simple question. Are you gonna bring back Hitler to life and give him
I don't
punishment?
want that.
So the 6 million people who died, are they gone? Like they were just dead? That's the reason we believe.
It's a
Almighty
bad
God
step
mentions.
in history. It's important for us to remember and then like prevent it in
Sister
the
Anna,
future.
Sister Anna, if you believe in the concept of justice and accountability, let me just conclude this, okay? If you believe in the concept of justice and accountability, then you have to believe that there is a just being who's going to bring Hitler back to life and do justice with him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentions in the Quran, in Surah Al Imran, chapter 3, verse number 185, Allah says, Kullu nafsin zaiqatul maut. Every soul shall taste death, but the final recompense will be on the day of judgment. And Almighty God, He mentions in the Quran, in Surah Nisa, chapter 4, verse number 56, God says that, say to the unbelievers, that we shall cast them into the hellfire. As often as their skins are roasted, we shall provide them with the fresh skin so that they shall feel the pain. For God to bring back Hitler to life is easy for Him, and He's going to bring the justice to people by giving him life 6 million times and causing him to die 6 million times. There's the concept of accountability and justice. Take this as a gift from me,
It's
from
a
your brother,
beautiful book.
you know,
It's
from
a
your bro.
beautiful
Yeah.
book. But the justice, I think we as community, we will bring that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's only going to happen. We are not going to bring back Hitler to life.
We won.
With no amount of science, you
We
can bring back
won,
Hitler to
and
life.
I'm very happy.
It's
we
only going to
won.
happen on the day of judgment, sister. Take care. Yeah.